Okay, a 1996 engine, Evolution Sportster. The symptoms were, while the bike was running, was fire coming out of the carburetor, backfiring, and a lot of carbon on the spark plugs. Not so much carbon, but it seemed like unburnt fuel. So the residue you could just sort of scrape off with your finger, and it was very oily and black and oily. I gave it a clean with a small steel brush and solvent, and as you can see, there's very little actual carbon on the cylinders. I did a solvent test on the valves, so I put solvent in the inlet port and the exhaust port. There was very little to no leakage or seepage coming out of the valves. So you can see there's sort of soot that built up on the tops of the pistons and the cylinder head. So I'll just go ahead and, so you can see there what I mean. The pistons, when I lift up a bore, they've still got their anodised factory finish. However, the bores are very smooth. There don't appear to be any honing score marks on the inside of the bore. This is the valve spring compressor kit I got. I got it on eBay. It cost about $20, and this is the start of 2016. I've reconditioned a car head before, but never a motorbike head. What I intend to do today is replace the valve seals in there, and just check the valves out, clean the tops of the valves, and just clean the carbon away from the seating where the valves seat on the head. This is the rear inlet port. Rear exhaust port. Okay, so we've got middle of summer, 13 degrees. It's been raining for about a week and a half, and I'm not kidding. 60 Fahrenheit in the middle of summer. I don't believe this. The biggest one supplied is 30 millimeters, and that won't fit over the edge of that. The top of the valve spring there. I don't know what it would fit. It's very small, and that's the biggest one, so it's going back. I mean, really, 16 millimeter? Are these people serious? 30, 25, 23, 19, 16. Yeah, so there's a new one there, $30 and $14.99 delivered. So it's about $35. I can't afford to buy anything in the USA anymore. So we got 60 millimeters to 120 capacity and 150 throat clearance. With this set, eBay just decided to give it to me. I asked for a refund and I was prepared to send it back, but they said just you keep it, and this is what eBay said. You could say that it's not a real, valve spring remover kit, because I mean this thing here, that's only really for a model engine, and this one here is the biggest, is 30mm, so it's not a real valve spring compressor kit. As I said, I was going to send it back, but the business that sent it to me hasn't contacted me, so that's it. It's just a piece of junk, and it'll sit around the house until I can't work anymore, haven't got my vision anymore, and it'll go with a whole lot of other tools down to the auctions in about 20-25 years, and it'll be sold off. In fact, it'll probably go in the bin, because it's really useless to just about any engine work. Anybody wondering, can you push the spring down by hand? The answer is no. Absolutely can't budge it. Okay, so you can see there how it works. This the width of the top here is adjustable, and that's 45 from side to side at the top of the valve spring there, and the back of it comes around and goes on the underneath of the valve. So the valve spring has got tension on it, and you can see that this collet here has been brought down, and these holders are now exposed. I can remove them. Got a magnet there. Okay, so the underneath one is still stuck. Just push the valve spring down a bit. There we go. It's loose, so This is the rear head, by the way. So I'll just take the tension off. Just make sure it's straight. And the spring there. And so when I take the tension off, I should be able to release this handle here. So don't let anybody tell you can get these off by hand. Again, it's a 2 spring setup and a collet, and the 2 holders lock it in. Front. Okay, so the way it came off, we'll look at the rear valve first. It may not show up. There does seem to be a lot of oil just above the valve there. Sort of burnt on oil just there. That could actually be the whole problem, the Sportster problem series. That burnt on oil, and then you see it's clean here. That's where the collets sit in, and I believe when I put on the new valve seal, I've got to be careful that it doesn't catch and rip on that groove there. This one's cleaner on the base. This one's the intake, and that one was the exhaust. That's the intake, and that is full of oil. There's the exhaust. Again, this is the rear cylinder. Again, I'll just point out the amount of carbon on the intake. Rear valve seal. It's on there pretty hard. Yeah, wow. Sort of baked on. Probably, it's a pretty dull day today. It's probably not going to show up too much of that video there. The valve seal design itself is very weak. It's only a very, very thin, probably not even a 1 millimeter wide area of rubber on top. Yeah, you could easily design something much more robust and stronger than that. So we'll give it a elasticity test, and it's staying deformed. As Milk Crate says on his channel, you can easily mash it down. You can with this one. You can easily deform it. It's a type of PVC. It's not really rubber. Type of PVC design, and I'd say that's just about ready for a replacement. As far as I can see, there seems to be only one port there for oil to come in, and that's the inlet there, and that's the exhaust. Amazingly, that's the inlet, and that one's actually blocked off. Sorry, that one there, that doesn't go anywhere. Front cylinder head. They're loose, but not coming out yet. There we go, just got to wiggle the spring around. If I bring it this way, that'll probably release it. Yep. So I label absolutely everything up, keep it all together. You know, I'll clean it up and like before I reinstall it. So we've got the front, and we've got the exhaust, front exhaust. There's very little movement. So there's the exhaust. Yep, there's a bit of oil build up there. This is a different, seems to be longer. Pardon. So these are always sticking, so give them a bit of a hit. I wish this was longer. You just can't apply enough pressure. I can see what's happening. The tool's just banging up against the metal here, so I've got to move it across so that it's free of the cylinder head. There we go. Should work. Maybe if I shift that down to the same position as the other one, I might. There we go. Good start. Alright, that's it. Beautiful. Alright, the inlet. And the inlet's, compared to the other one, it's clean. But there's that much oil and carbon. The valve stem's not too bad, but the actual valve, on the back of the valve, there's a lot of oil and hey, g'day mate, g'day mate, hey mate, g'day mate, he's gone, there he is, only his tail. Okay, so front inlet, front exhaust, okay, so I've got the front inlet, and front exhaust, front exhaust gasket, pretty well worn out, I'd say. It's just a fibre type gasket. That's the push rod cover O-rings, and I'm just going to save anything I can for future rebuilds, or if things go wrong, or who knows, new gasket set might not come with them. The previous owner said that he put a new motor in this before I bought it. I don't know about that, whether he thrashed it or it came like this from the USA. He said he got it from the USA. The part number for the front cylinder head is 16682 87A. 16682 87A. The part number for the rear head on this Evolution 1200cc 1996 engine is 16684 87A. 16684 87A. Yeah, so that's definitely the right technique. In fact, I think that's what Milk Crate, noted in his video, is just to twist it. First to twist it like that, and then it should release. Okay, we've got the same type of probably PVC plastic type valve stem seal. It will deform and it's well and truly worn out. It's got no elasticity or rubber type action to it. Alright, so onward and upwards, so I'll just try that sort of turning just to release it. It's not turning yet. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, once you get it to turn, it'll release. Maybe better off actually pushing it in. I think that'd work better to be able to see on the camera. I had one of these going back to about year 2000, so it's actually 16 years ago now. I just can't believe how time goes. Somebody borrowed it and that was it. I never got it back, so I've had to buy another one, but this is good. This is Lion, Lion quality products, and I bought this. It cost about $5 more than the others, but I got a straight answer from this from the seller. I wanted to know what the width was. One person said it was sort of a bit less than 30 millimeters when it's got an adjustable screw there. So that'd adjust right out to because it'll expand. And that's actually, it expands out to about 50 millimeters, or a bit less than 2 inches. Okay, so that's it. That's the disassembly, and stay tuned for the reassembly. So don't forget to install your valve covers before you torque down the head. These aren't removable like like that type there. So install your valve covers, put your rods in, and then tighten down the head. Put your rockers on, your spacers, and then the engine tops. That'll give you a rough idea about assembly, but find out what's out there, watch the videos, get your manual out, and make sure it's all put back together properly.